Sitting out here in front of this general store for a few hours trying to upload a video, the first video for you guys, and unfortunately I've wasted all this time, and it just said there was an error and it paused, and the cell strength here is just not strong enough. So that's really unfortunate. I'm really bummed because I really wanted to get that first video out. I have a lot of family and stuff that I would love to show them what I'm doing out here. So I'm gonna have to wait possibly till I get to Julian before I can upload the first video, unless I happen to find something between here and there that has good cell strength, but that's doubtful. So anyway, I'm sitting here waiting for the girl I've been hiking with to get back from the cafe, and then we're gonna take off. We're just gonna do short miles today. One, because we're leaving late, but two, just to kind of just keep it like a recovery day. We did pretty good miles yesterday. We did stay in the lodge last night, but haven't technically taken a zero or rested a full day. So we're just gonna do a shorter day today just to kind of recuperate. All right, so we finally left the Mt Laguna general store area, and we're heading back onto the PCT right now. And we are, check this out. Look at that view. So we're gonna be descending down into that or walking along the desert area. I'm not sure yet, but just gonna go with the flow and see where I end up. But so excited to finally get down there into closer to Anza Borrego. And it's pretty windy up here, so I'm curious to see how the windjammers are working on my phone. So hopefully you're only hearing like little rumbles and not that, you know, annoying grating sound. But pretty cool. You can see how it turns from pine trees. Pine trees are becoming less and less and less, and boom, they're gone. And we'll be down in Anza, or by Anza here pretty soon. I know that probably the iPhone doesn't pick this up, but the sky is just so incredibly blue. It's just gorgeous. Look ahead. There's the desert out there. That wind is really starting to whip past us now. Whew. It's pretty chilly. Look at this ant carrying off this twig. It's strong. Wind is blowing the camera. Right, that's the hey! I've now entered a very windy area of the trail. At least the first part, where it tends to be windy after Mt Laguna. It's crazy. It feels like it blows you to the side. So you have to really be careful, especially when you're going down these steep areas and lots of rocks, you know. Lose your footing because you're getting thrown around a little bit. Nuts. Wow. The new adventure for today. So I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I promised myself when I did these videos, that, you know, is my main purpose for doing them is for my family, especially my dad and family and friends, to watch my hike. And I've always been kind of like a little bit camera shy and everything, so just been very guarded with some of the things I talk about or how I am in front of the camera. And I don't want to spend the whole trail like that at all. So I definitely feel a lot more comfortable now than I used to. But my point being that, you know, I'm going to treat these videos like I'm making them for my family and friends, and that's how I should be doing it anyway. But that means you're going to hear about the good, you're going to hear about the bad and the ugly. And I'm not going to sugarcoat everything. Of course I want to talk about the highlights. It's easier to focus on that sort of thing and want to show you that, but I also don't want to, like, you know, overly complain about things either. But you know, you can't do something this big and vast for this many miles and not have some negative things happen. But anyway, I just want to be real and keep it real with you guys so that you're getting a true picture of my experience and how it is for me. I really just want to relax and feel like I'm talking to my family and friends, because that's ultimately my main goal for doing this. afternoon when we were coming into Mt Laguna. In the afternoon, I should say, I was by myself. The girl I've been hiking with for a while, she was way ahead of me and got into Mt Laguna a couple hours before I did. I was back piddling with other things along the way, but anyway, we got to this area, this wooded pine forest, a lot of boulders and stuff in there, and it was late in the afternoon. The light, was getting to be a little bit lower, and I just felt so creeped out. I know I mentioned that I felt a little creeped out, but sorry, hang on. It got really bad towards the end of that. I was like, I don't even want to film this because I think I'm like having like a mini panic attack. And that's one of the things I wanted to come out here for, was like get over fears and being by myself in those situations. And I'm so used to having my family and my comfort around me that I just don't want to be fearful of things like that. But it's not that I don't know what it was. It was just a weird place to be. It was like a scary dream that I've had where I've been alone in the forest and something bad was happening around me, and I woke up just like terrified, and it was kind of like that feeling settling in. And anyway, I know it was irrational, and I know that there's people in front of me and behind me and all that good stuff, but I let my imagination run away with me, and I felt a little frustrated with myself after the fact that I allowed myself to get so overwhelmed, and I just had like a little mini meltdown inside. But once I got up to Mt Laguna and got the room and had time to look at it, I kind of laughed at myself a little bit, but it was good for me to go through that. I feel like Tracy's finally growing up a little bit, and it's good for me to get out there and do those sorts of things. But anyway, that's reality check number 1 for me. Other than that, the trail so far has been mostly very positive and really good, and haven't really had anything happen where I'm just like, I just don't want to do this. This is awful. This just isn't me. In fact, I feel like I have to do this for me, and especially when I have situations like yesterday, it made me realize how much I need the trail. I need these experiences to try to get beyond those irrational fears or anxieties. Anyway, I survived to see another day, and a beautiful day it is, albeit a bit windy, but all right, talk to you guys in a little bit. So we're going through another old burn area. There's so many of these old trees that were just gutted in old fires. It's kind of sad, but give you a look. There's all these pine trees and other types of trees here. Not sure what they all are, but so surprisingly this afternoon we're making really good time, so we decided to go check out Foster Point. It's supposed to be a lookout up here where you can see Mount San Jacinto. It's supposed to be a nice view, so let's go check it out and see what it is.
Probably that won't drop snow on it up there. Far distance by the clouds.
Lookout. What mile is this? It's about 40,
About 47, 40,
all that's standing is a chimney and some steps up there. And this area definitely had a big fire come through it. So we are set up. You see our tents behind me. We're set up at Laguna La Prada Campground, and it's at about mile 47, 47, 48, something like that. But yeah, we just decided to make it a shorter day today and just kind of continue the recuperation, and then we'll be ready to knock out some miles going into Julian in the next few days. So yeah, it's a nice nice campground. It's very quiet. There's not a lot of people here right now, but it's cold. It's getting really cold. The sun's getting ready to go behind the hills over there, and I know it's going to get chilly really, really fast. So we're going to get inside our tents and get warm and just hang out there the rest of the night. So anyway, tomorrow's day 6 already. That is just insane to me. The time just is flying out here.